welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adelaide Emeralding, or you can call me Flurry, and today we're going to talk about how we are all going broke because of this game. This one. I'm going to talk a lot about prices and a lot about start coin, and a lot about what we're spending our money on and, you know, how much it costs in real life and just a lot of that. And I want to preface this by saying I am focusing on horses and horse costs, horse releases, and the content that they're putting out to us, like, that's solely focused on horses. So, and that just makes this worse. This video is coming out because there is a bazaar today. Today is November 5th. So there's a bazaar out today. We just finished a bazaar, and we have new horses coming out next Wednesday, 1 week from today. So, yeah. So, first I just want to talk about the price of star coins and horses and real dollars, weekly allowance, whatever. So, obviously you guys know that we get 100 star coins per week. 100 star coins a week turns into 5,200 star coins for the whole year, which sounds like a lot, but you'll learn. So when we're talking buying star coins, 5,000 star coins is $70, 2,000 star coins is $48, 1,000 is $32, and 500 is $18. And then if you just wanted to buy 100 star coins, which is the lowest amount you can buy, that is $6. So if you were to buy star coins to buy one horse, like if you had 0 star coins, but a new horse came out and you really wanted it, so you bought star coins, the lowest amount you would be able to pay was $32. And this is all in US dollars, by the way, and I'm rounding up the 1 cent. So it's a lot. Now let's talk all of the new horses from 2025. I just spent my morning. It's 10 o'clock. I started this project right when I woke up at 8, so it took me a while, but I've gone through every single newsletter since January. So I've got a lot for us, and when I say new releases, I am counting new coats, new holiday horses, and just new breeds in general. So I'm counting all of the content. I, however, am not counting returning holiday horses. Yeah. So let's start with our list. We started the year off not so strong. I'm not a fan of the Criollos, but they came to us on January 15th. We got 7 coats, and they were all 950 star coins. On February 12th, we got new dragon horses. We got 2 coats, and those were also 950 star coins. On February 26th, we got new coat On February 26th, we got new coat variations. We got 2 Shires, which were 900 star coins, and 2 Criollos, which were 950. We followed that up 2 weeks later on March 12th with Hanoverians. We got 7 coats. They were 950 star coins. Follow that up the following month. April 23rd, we got new festival horses for the Jorvik Festival, or the Jorvik Stables Festival. We got 2 Hanoverians, 2 Selle Francaise. They were all 950 star coins. And then we followed that with the mules the following month. So May 14th, we got 8 mule coats, all for 850 star coins. June 25th, we got the butterfly horses for the Fort Pinta Festival. One was 900 and one was 850. On July 19th, we got the Jorvik Mountain horses. We got 7 coats, and they were all 900 star coins. Follow that about 3 weeks later. On August 6th, we got a Tennessee Walking Horse coat and a Mustang coat. They were each 900 star coins. Follow that August 13th, we got 2 new mule coats. These are all for Starshine, or for the Starshine event. The mule coats were both 850 star coins. Follow that about a month later, we got the Andalusians on September 10th. We got 7 coats. They were 950 star coins. And then we're nearing the end, finally. About a month after that, it was October 8th, we got new Halloween horses. So we got 2 of them. One was 900 and one was 950. A couple weeks after that, we got new coats of the Criollo, Frisian, Sport Horse, and Jorvik Wild. Criollo and Frisian were both 950, and then the Jorvik Wild was 975. And these have not come to the game yet, but we are getting the Black Forest horses on November 12th, and just following past trends, I'm on the lower end of this. I'm expecting about 7 coats, and for them to be at least 900 star coins. So let's take a second. How much would all of this cost? We got 6 breeds, 64 coats or horses, and that totals 52,425 star coins before the New Forest, just in case I'm wrong. After the New Forest I keep saying New Forest, but they're the Black Forest horses. After the Black Forest horses, which I'm assuming are going to be 900 star coins, the total for the year will be 58,725 star coins. Let that sink in. Now, also to put this into perspective, our typical batch of horses is about 7 coats, and if we're talking 900 star coins, which is the lower end, one batch of horses is 6,650 star coins. Now, our weekly allowance is 5,200 star coins per year. Okay, so in a year, we could not buy a whole batch of horses. Yeah. So, that is, to put it into perspective, our weekly allowance turned into, I'm going to start calling it our yearly allowance because I'm not talking about weeks, but our yearly allowance being 5,200 star coins is 9% of what we would need to buy every horse that they put out this year. This isn't counting bazaars or anything, and this isn't counting clothes. It's not counting anything else you could spend your star coins on. Pets, clothes, tack, who knows? Upgrading your stable, changing your horse's name, like all of those little knickknacks. Now, not everybody wants or needs to buy, every single horse that the company puts out. So if you were to buy 1 horse from each batch, and I'm saying like 1 of each breed, and then if we got like additional coats of more than 1 breed, then you're buying 1 from each breed. So anyway, if you were to buy 1 horse from each batch, that's still 19,325 star coins. And if you look at our yearly allowance, we get about 27% of that. This is a little mind-blowing. So now, if you still wanted to buy... What's up with this girl's arms? If you still wanted to buy all of these horses, you would have to buy star coins, right? Because, there's no other way to get star coins. So, you would need to buy 53,525 star coins, which is roughly 1,712 American dollars. Yeah. And then if you wanted to just buy 1 coat from each batch, you would need to buy 14,125 star coins, which is roughly $452. Yeah. I'm in shock. My jaw just continued to drop as my calculator continued to keep spitting these numbers out. Yeah. So, with that in mind, I also wanted to talk about the bazaars. I'm going to just first start out by talking about how many we've had, when they were, and what horses have come out, and also how much they cost. Alright, so we do typically have like one bazaar a month, but we have some odd months too. So anyway, we started our year in January, which was, by the way, directly after the Criollo release. So Criollos came out one week, the bazaar came out the next. And they gave us the Irish Cob for 469 star coins, the Halflinger for 419 star coins, the Shire for 469 star coins, and the Finn Horse for 419 star coins. And then we can follow this up with February, which was directly after the Dragon Horse release. We got the Magic Pasafinos for 669 star coins, the Old Dragon Horses for 379 star coins, the Jorvik Wild Horses for 689 star coins. That's it. That was also our biggest bazaar of the year, in case you were wondering. And then follow that up March, we got the Winfells and the Nixies. They were all 299 star coins, so that was a smaller one. And then followed by that in April, we got the Belgian Warmbloods for 509 star coins and the Selle Francaise for 629. Follow that by May, we got the Icelandic horses for 479 star coins. We got the Pasafinos for 479 star coins and the Dartmoors for 375 star coins. Now we are going into June. Sorry, I cannot type and race, or read and type. I can't read and race at the same time. June, we got the Belgian Warmbloods again for 469 star coins, the Irish Cob for 429, the Gotland Pony for 375. Follow that into July, we had our Western Bazaar, so we got the American Quarter Horses for 479 star coins, Tennessee Walking Horses for 519 star coins, the Mustang for 539 star coins, and mind you, they couldn't give us all the Mustangs for 539 star coins, so we did get the 2 additional coats at 630. And then, yeah. Followed by August, we had another Western Bazaar, so we had the American Saddlebred for 629, the American Paint for 469, and the Appaloosa for 449 star coins. And then, moving into September, we have the Jorvik Pony at 280 star coins, the Lusitano at 475 star coins, the Andalusian at 475 star coins. And I was outraged when this bazaar came out because the Jorvik Pony was only 20% off, whereas the others were 50% off. And I mean, like, that only counted for a 50 star coin, like, difference between the normal Jorvik Pony price and the discounted Jorvik Pony price, which is only 50 star coins. Like, that is not, or sorry, no, it was what, 70 star coins? Where is it? Yeah, I think it was 70 star coins, but that's not even a whole, like, weekly allowance. Like, that wasn't enough. I did buy them because you have to use the discounts where you can in this game, but it still sucked, and I was really mad. Alright, we are closing in on the bazaars here. In September, we had the Connemara's for 529 star coins, English Thoroughbreds for 509 star coins, the Dutch Warmbloods for 479 star coins, and the Jorvik Warmbloods for 450 star coins. And then we have another one. I lied to you. In October, which was just last week, might I add. Coming back to October, which was just last week. Like, it left yesterday. We had the Selle Francaise for 539 star coins, the Welsh Ponies for 400 star coins, and the Marwaris for 570 star coins. Yeah. And another thing I noted about this is that the Marwaris were the oldest horse here, I think. I think they came out before the Welsh ponies, and they were the most expensive horse at the bazaar. Make that make sense. And then November, so this is the current one. This is the one we've got right now. We have the Knabstruppers for 450 star coins, the Clydesdale for 529 star coins, the Aquatakes for 595, and the Fjords for 425. Wow. That was a lot. Okay, where am I going? Okay. So, to recap my thoughts about the bazaar, I think they're an awesome concept. Like, I think this is genuinely one of the better ideas that Star Stable has ever had, because their horses are expensive. But we need to use more variation in the horse breeds. Like, there are so many horses that have never seen the bazaar, especially like older horses. And if anything, older horses are the horses that should be in there the most, because they're on such a like a lower level of quality from these new horses, but a lot of them still cost, 900 or 950 star coins, when that's not what they're worth anymore. Have we seen the curly horses on there? Maybe the North Swedishes. Those are the only old breeds I can think of at the moment. I know there are more though. I just know. But I would love to see more more variation in the horse breeds they're using. I would like the prices to be a little more consistent. I really just... And also, like, if something has been in the bazaar so many times, like, they need to be dirt freaking cheap if you're gonna keep bringing them back. So, and then I just wanted to reiterate here that this video and all of those prices, like, none of this includes buying horses from older releases, so like going back to other horses or buying horses from the bazaar. So there's still so much for you to buy, like so much. I also, since we're already here and we're talking about content, I wanted to talk about our quest. The last main story quest we got was in May, and that was also the first one we had gotten in almost a year, I think. And it took me maybe 30 minutes, which I think is great for a quest if we're getting them a little more consistently. Yeah, it was May 21st, called Eldritch Awakens, and then after that, I think it was last month or maybe a couple months ago, we did get a quest line in South Hoof, which I really enjoyed, but other than that, there wasn't any like significant quests that came out in this whole year. So quests got 2 updates and horses got like 30. Yeah, okay. That just made me upset. Then I did want to, like, since we're talking about quests, Star Stable has told us that they have, like, different teams that work on quests and horses, but, like, respectfully, what is the questing team even doing? Like, are they doing anything at work? Do they go there and do they just sit there and, like, chat with their coworkers all day? Like, and a lot of people have just said, like, a lot of Star Stable people have said that they should just start training their horse people into, like, quest line team people. Sorry, I don't know why that came out so weird. But, I mean, I'm sure it's not that easy. Like, I'm sure they hired people with specific skills specifically for developing horses. But, like, on that note, why is our horse team so stacked then? Like, I also have heard that there are multiple teams working on horses, like at least 2, and that's why sometimes the quality is a little bit different between horse releases. And if that's the case, then, like, why don't we cut our horse team in half and then bring our horse releases back a little bit and then use our new funds, to pay the salaries of some quest line workers. because I just, like, they are doing some very cool things with quests. We're getting a lot of cutscenes. Like, we're being fed when the quests come out. I won't say that. Like, I won't say that they're doing a bad job when the quests do come out, but, like, one story quest a year is insane, especially when the old team had so much lore, had like the quest line like written out, I'm sure, or, you know, they had at least given them a very, very good beginning to run off of, and this team has botched it completely. They've gone off on their own, and I hate it. I hate them. I hate it. Branching away from quests and back to the content that we have to purchase in this game, I wanted to talk about the two biggest, like, solutions that people in this community have proposed. A lot of people are just saying lower the price of star coins, and Starstable is not going to do this. Like, they have increased their star coin prices. I doubt they're going to go back and say, like, oh, here's a gift to you, we're going to lower our star coin prices. Theoretically, like, in one theory, it could lead to more people buying star coins if they're more affordable, but even if star coin prices did come down, I wouldn't expect them to come down any dramatic amount. Like, it would probably be, like, from $70 to, like, $65, which is a decrease, yeah, but, like, it's not significant enough for somebody, I don't know, like, I wouldn't be able to see the difference, and I don't know, I guess I do buy star coins often, but okay. And then the other one is increasing our weekly allowance. I have heard a lot of different ideas for this, like 150 star coins, 200. Somebody said they wanted a 300 star coin allowance, which Starstable would absolutely never do. I could see them possibly increasing it to like 120 or something, like really insignificant, but oh, our Halloween horses are still here. But ultimately, I don't think they're gonna do this. I mean, they want us to stay broke. They want us to keep buying star coins. So, yeah. And also, like, even if they did up this, I really do think it would just lead to inflation in more areas of the game, and we're already seeing inflation, and we're not bringing in more money. Like, we're not getting more star coins already. Like, sweaters have gone from like 80 star coins to some of them are 150 now. That's absurdity. I can't do that. On that note, yes, I do think they should remove the Orvic shillings cap. Like, there is just no reason at this point to stop us from buying. I mean, maybe if there were bugs that came up, but also it's their responsibility to patch the bugs and make sure that we can't cheat them in. So the last piece here, or like my end thoughts, what I think should be done to just give us a little bit of a break. I love the idea of bazaars, but I would love to see maybe less frequent bazaars and with like more horses. Like, they could come every 2 to 3 months instead of every 4 weeks, or it's not even every 4 weeks, it's every month at some point now, which is crazy. Like, right now it's a bazaar to a horse release. That's no thank you. That's too much. And then these would be in between horse releases, because in an ideal world we would go back down to like 3 to 4 horse releases a year, whereas right now we're getting like 5 to 6 horse releases every year, and that's not counting new coats, new magic horses, or any of that. So yeah, insanity. And then they would give us more quests, or maybe they could be working on updating new areas, or putting in other new tack updates and just other things that we know they have expressed interest in working on, and the community obviously really wants. Like, we know the community wants so many things, like quarter sheets, a bareback pad, like, I don't know, there's just so much. So why don't we try a little bit, please? Alright guys, I'm gonna end this here because that's all I have on my list, but thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any other ideas for Star Stable, like, put it in the comments below. Maybe we can gain their attention. Probably not, but you know, a girl can dream. I also would love to hear your ideas. I think I'm gonna try to make like a little part 2 at the end of December to talk about the actual review of the whole year and maybe some things I could do for 2026. So again, thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.